Hi there. Looks like somebody has joined the live view. Hi there. Welcome to the live view from TravelTech. And this is going to be a Q&A session, so you can ask me any questions for the next 5 to 10 minutes and I'll try to answer them. So if you need to ask me anything regarding dash cams, regarding cars, regarding car accessories, you can do that and I'll try to answer your questions. So let's see how this goes. This is my first Q&A, so probably I'll be doing a lot more in the coming days. So this is just kind of a trial video and just I'm trying to get into hang of things. So if you can ask me anything, if you have any questions, or if you just want to follow the live video, you can do that as well. So currently I'm out on a drive on a Saturday morning and the weather looks really good. And this is kind of the experiences which I love to have, especially going out on drives on weekends, on Sundays. It really refreshes my mind to do this. So I'll be waiting. If any questions do pop up, do write down in the comments and let's see how this goes. This is from Sheikh Khalil and you're saying, hi, please suggest us all-time best dash cam options. Well, Khalil, I've already made a video just yesterday, I think, on the all-time best dash cam. And in the current scenario, I think of all the dash cameras which are out there, you need to buy which has a Sony Starvis 2 sensor. Yes, this is the latest sensor from Sony. And this has some amazing low light performance, which means you're going to get some really good, some excellent video footage at night. So you don't have a lot of options in terms of Sony Starvis 2 sensor enabled cameras in the current market. There are only a handful of cameras, 3 or 4 cameras, and I've already made the video just yesterday. So you can go with the 70mm A810, you can go with the VO4 A139 Pro. These are the 2 current best 4K dash cameras. So you can try using these cameras. I think based on what I have experienced and based on what I have seen, these are currently and definitely the best cameras out there. Obviously they provide some really good footage and license plate readability in the mornings, but in low light conditions, backed by the Starvis 2, they will get you what you deserve, the best night video clarity. I hope this answers your question, Khalil. So just write down in the comments if you got this answer and we can go ahead with somebody else asking me any of the questions. So I think 2 other people have joined the live video now. So guys, if you have any questions, you can ask me. I've got about 10 to 15 minutes and I'll try answering any of the questions you have. Or you can simply follow the live video and see what questions others might have been asking. So I just answered a question from Khalil regarding which is the best dash cam options, and I hope you heard the answer. So let's move on and let's see if somebody else has anything else to say. Until then, I'll just keep driving. So those guys who are following me, like, what is your best pastime? Like, do you like driving your cars? Do you like to take them out on weekends, on a morning drives especially? Because I love going out on morning drives, early morning drives, go out, have a cup of coffee and come back, like travel for about 20-30 kilometers. It's a really refreshing experience to do that. Do you like to do all that? Like, How many? How often do you guys go out on drives just because for the sake of driving and not going for any particular destination? Okay, Khalil, thank you. You're welcome. I hope I answered your question and you're satisfied with that. So, what else is there? If anybody else is interested in asking me, you can definitely go ahead and ask me out. Like, are you guys able to hear the music in the background, or is it a very low key music? Just tell me in the comments, is the music audible? Is my voice audible to you? Am I clear enough, or like should I speak a bit more louder? Do tell me down. So I'm actually currently testing out the dash camera, one of the dash cameras which I have been reviewing from the past week before the Amazon sale came up, and this camera is the Vio 4A119 Mini 2, one of the cheapest dash cameras which has a Sony Star-Vis 2 sensor. So I'm currently testing out the dash camera. It is mounted on my dashboard right here. So I'll be taking some daytime footage in bright sunlight, and now it's actually getting pretty bright now. So I'll be taking out some video footage from this cam and taking a look at how it turns up, how well the camera, the sensor performs, and I'll be bringing up a review video possibly of this after I take a look into it. So this is what I'm currently doing, going out on a drive, and testing a dash camera. Also, I'll be answering any of the questions you might be having. So 3 jobs in one, kind of a multitasking day today, early morning, and this is exciting. This is something new and this is very exciting. So let's keep on continuing the work. Well, I don't think many people have even woken up for this Saturday morning. Not much people joining in into this live video. My previous live video, there were more people joining in, but I think everybody's got busy now. Let's wait for a few more minutes and see if somebody else joins as well. So currently I'm conducting a live Q&A, so it means you can ask me questions for some time and I'll try to answer your questions and try to answer them in a way that you understand it well. So this is a live Q&A. This is me doing it for the first time, and probably I'll be doing it later on too, because this is really exciting and it really helps me connect with the people who are following me or following my channel, my work, and gives a good opportunity to all of you to connect directly with me. So let's hope this goes well. Hi there. So this is currently a live Q&A session from TravelTech. So if you have any questions, you can ask them straight away to me, and I'll try answering them. So again, a very good morning to all of you. Like, if you're still Q&A session by TravelTech, and I'll be answering your questions if you do have any, or you can simply follow the video. So this is I'm making this video so that I can connect with all my followers, my subscribers, and of course even you get a chance to connect with me directly. Hi SC, good morning. So I just read your comment. So since I'm doing this for the first time, I'm still getting a hang of it, and I hope I'm audible to you. I hope you can listen to my voice. I'm not sure. So do write down if you can say to me that if my voice is properly audible to you guys or not, because I am not going on. Is the write down. So if you do find the audio to be really good, audible, okay, yes. Thank you for confirmation. And well, I hope this live Q&A is going to help. So SC, if you have any questions, if you need to ask me anything, you can ask me straight away, and I'll try answering them. And of course, before you ask questions, I might say, like, this is my first Q&A session, and I usually tend to go out on drives on Saturdays and Sunday morning, and this is something which I love to do. And I want you guys to tell me what is your best driving time, like what time do you prefer to go out on a drive simply for the fun of it. Do you like to go out on a drive, and do you go out on a drive on weekends? Is there any special day? Do tell me that as well, and of course along with that you can ask me any questions. So I'll be taking a look, and I'll be trying to answer them as soon as possible. So currently I'm testing out a dash camera. Okay, so which is better, hardware kit or OBD in A3 Pro? Hardware kit or OBD in A3 Pro? Well, I think you can definitely go with the OBD2 model, simply because it is very easy, it is very convenient, and having a regular hardware kit, of course if you have an idea about it, you can install a regular hardware kit as well, but it is not something which everybody finds very easy to do. To access the fuse box of the car, to remove the fuses, to install new fuses. If you have a hang of it, if you have an idea about it, it won't matter. But for an average person, a general person doing the hardwiring for the first time, it's going to be difficult. So in that terms, OBD is a better option, and in A3 Pro you get it directly within the box. Until now, all dash cameras had hardware kits which were available separately, which means you never got a hardware kit directly within the box. You had to always purchase it separately if you wanted it. But the advantage in A3 Pro is that you get it directly in the box. You don't have to purchase it separately, first case. Secondly, it's plug and play, which means it's simple. It's as simple as just plugging your USB or a pen drive into a TV, It's as simple as that. You get parking monitoring right out of the box. So in terms of convenience, in terms of ease of operation, it is a very good option. And of course, many people have this concern that OBD2 connection, it causes harm to the battery in the long term, in the short term. Many people have many arguments over that. But important thing to note is that there is a battery protection feature given within the app. So this battery protection feature actually stops the power to the dash camera once the threshold point is reached. You can set this point or set the particular battery voltage, after which the system automatically turns off the power. So if you have enabled this, there is actually not a big deal, it's not a big thing to worry about battery protection, because if you have left out the battery just like that, it will drain out the battery completely, obviously. But if you have enabled the battery protection feature, it doesn't matter if you're using a regular hardware kit or a OBD2 kit, it's going to save the battery, and of course you're going to get your parking monitoring as well. And the thing to note is that if you have enabled time-lapse monitoring, it's not going to consume a lot of battery, and probably you're going to get a longer duration of footage. But in case if you have enabled ordinary video, that is going to take out a lot of battery, and probably the battery voltage will come down faster when compared to having just time-lapse mode. So you need to select the suitable parking monitoring mode so that you get the longest video footage. And if that's the case, your time-lapse mode and your collision detection mode definitely saves a lot of battery, and you get a longer duration of parking footage in those two modes. If you have an ordinary mode as well, it's good enough, but probably the battery is going to get used up faster, and the parking monitoring may turn off pretty soon than what you are expecting. So I think the OBD2 is definitely a good choice. It's convenient, it's fast, and it's very easy to use. Even the regular hardware kit, it's not that it's bad, it's really good as well. So it comes down to your choice. It comes down to what you find more convenient. So that's the thing, and I hope this has answered your question. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much for your question as well. I hope my answer has helped you out in deciding which is better. So what are you planning to buy? Do you want to buy a OBD kit, or do you want to buy a regular hardware kit? And have you already bought the next Digitron A3 Pro, or are you like still planning on buying a dash camera? What's the status on your dash camera purchase? Have you bought the dash camera already? Red Tiger F7N versus 70mm 800. Sumit Arora. Well, Sumit, the honest thing is I haven't tried Red Tiger dash camera. I've never tried it. I've just seen it in Amazon and in various other YouTube videos. So when I haven't personally tried the dash cam, I don't usually prefer on giving an opinion because it doesn't feel right. I'm definitely trying to get a Red Tiger dash cam as soon as they send me one for review. So until then, until I try it out personally and I see the video quality by myself and not somebody else's video, I step back on giving a comment on it. But overall, based on what I have seen, it does seem to be a good camera. It does seem to offer good performance. But final verdict will be only when I take a look at it personally. Coming down to 70mm 800, yes, I have seen that camera. I have used that camera for a lot of time. And considering the price point, it's definitely a very good 4K camera. It works very well, especially in daytime conditions. You get amazing clarity, you get amazing video footage. But in night time, I think since it doesn't have the latest Starways 2 sensor, so it might suffer from not giving you a very good license plate read in the night conditions or in low light conditions. So I'm talking about the 70mm 800S. So most of the I think it has this Starways 415 sensor. I think that is it. So in low light conditions, it might suffer a bit of performance downgrade, but overall in the daytime, in the evenings, it will definitely offer you a very good package. So at the price, I think the 70mm 800 is a really good one. Okay, so SC says he's planning to buy today. Well, cool. Go ahead and buy a dash camera. It's very important. Don't miss out on that. So you're also looking for GPS version but couldn't find. There's no GPS version for the A3 Pro. The GPS version you can only get on the Ace Plus, the next Digitron Ace Plus, which has an optional GPS variant. On the A3 variant, there is no GPS availability as of now. I think that's as far as I know. I don't think the A3 Pro supports GPS. Okay, so what's final? Okay, you have a good content. I think making it in Hindi would give you a good reach. Yes, I do think adding Hindi would give me a good reach, but I want to cover like most of the southern states as well, where Hindi is not a major language, like Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Odisha, the northeastern states. Well, not a major language, and everybody understands is English. It's kind of a common language, so I do prefer to English. So following this, Sumit Arora says, will lithium and battery issue, as I have seen people saying it will heat up in summer. See, I think, yeah, so just disconnected for a while. So Sumit, all dash cameras heat up a lot. So especially 4K cameras take a lot of image processing, and sometimes if you touch the dash camera, it's so hot you might actually have a small kind of a burn on your finger. So dash camera heating is very normal, but as far as I know, there hasn't been any major issue concerning the lithium and battery dash cameras. So I haven't heard or haven't been seeing any reports regarding dash cameras getting blown up or getting burnt out during usage. I have never seen that issue. Maybe rarest of the rare case, there might be an issue where the dash cam stopped working. Uh, Maybe due to some mechanical failure or some technical failure, but that's just rarest of the rare case. It's not going to happen like every day or to everyone. So it's safe to say that you can use lithium ion battery dash cameras as well, and it's not as bad as it looks initially. Of course, in theory, in paper, a supercapacitor battery is definitely better because it's able to handle more temperature. But based on my personal usage, I do use a camera with the battery built in, and I have been using it for the past 2 years. So I haven't faced really any issue even in hottest of the days. Of course, the dash camera gets hot, but it has its thermal solutions and keeps the dash camera cool as much as possible. So it's not a major issue, and the dash camera should last you up to a few years, I think, until you decide on or you plan on changing it or plan on upgrading your dash camera. So overall, I think the big issue about battery versus capacitor is a bit overhyped, and there's no actual concern in that based on historical precedent and based on my personal experience. So I hope, Sumit, this answers your question. SC says, okay, thank you, sir. Yes, thank you, SC. Thank you for your questions, and thank you for your insight. I hope you do keep following the video, and I hope you listen to other answers as well. So is the video still live? Are you guys able to see the video? Are you guys able to hear my voice? I'm not getting a proper info about this on the screen right now. So do tell me if the video is good enough and if the audio is coming out clearly. So I'll be closing the Q&A pretty soon. I'm about to reach the destination where I have planned. So if you do have anything to ask, if you have anything to say to me, you can write that down in the comments. So let's see if something new comes up. Well, there are no new questions coming up, I think, and I'll just wait for a few more minutes. After that, I'll just close this. So until then, you can enjoy the view of the road. So Sagar D says, can we use OBD2 for front and rear camera simultaneously? Which OBD supports for both cams? What if connecting front cam to OBD for 24-hour parking monitoring? Then which cam will be suitable for rear? Hello Sagar, good morning. So your question regarding OBD, if you're asking me if you can connect both the front and the rear cameras simultaneously. So if you have a dual channel camera, for example a DDPi N1 Dual, so this camera has both front and rear, and they work simultaneously because they are both interconnected. So yes, in the case of DDPi N1 Dual or any other dash camera which is a dual channel dash camera and it has a supporting hardware kit of OBD, you can definitely use the OBD2 kit to power up both the front and the rear dash cams, which means it has to be a dual channel camera from the beginning. I mean, there should not be two separate cameras. So both front and rear camera interconnected, and you can power it up using OBD. So definitely one OBD connection will power both front and rear camera. Like for example, DDPi Z50, the 4K camera, or you have the DDPi N1 Dual, or you have the DDPi, I think there's one more camera. So if you're trying on buying two different dash cameras for front and rear, you will obviously need two different power sources. So sometimes I think the rear camera cable won't be long enough to reach the OBD2 port of the car. So if you're planning on buying two different cameras and you want to power the rear camera using OBD cable, the cable length may not be simply enough. But if you have a dual channel camera from the beginning, it will be enough because it will only need power from a single port. So that's the thing about your question. And what else you have asked? What if connecting front cam to OBD for 24 hours parking monitoring, then which cam will be suitable for rear? Well, it's completely down to your choice. You can use any camera for your rear video footage. You can decide first based on the what kind of budget or what kind of amount you want to spend for buying a rear camera. If you want to spend like not more than 5,000, or if you can spend up to 10,000. So it basically comes down to your budget. Generally, people don't spend a lot for the rear camera. So if you're planning on getting a budget camera under the price of 5,000, you can get a Next Digitron Neo, or you can get like a Next Digitron Ace. So these cameras are good enough for the rear footage. You can use them. But the important thing to note is that you will need a separate power connection. They are not going to work with the front camera unless the camera is a dual channel one, as I previously stated. It has to be like a DDPi N1 Dual or a DDPi Z50 or any other dash camera which has a like DDPi Mola N3. With all these cameras are dual channel to begin with, so they are going to be powered up by the single port. So Sagar, I hope this answers your question, and I hope this clarifies your doubt. So if you did, do write down so that I get to know you heard the answer and you got what I'm trying to say to you. So is any dual channel camera support OBD? Yes. You have the DDPi N1 Dual, you have the DDPi Mola N3, you have DDPi Z50. All these are dual channel cameras, and I think Next Digitron will be coming up with a newer dual channel camera pretty soon, maybe by next month or more, which will again have OBD support. So currently OBD2 kits are available for the Next Digitron cameras and the DDPi cameras. 70mm cameras, the OBD2 kit might come pretty soon, maybe next month or the month after that. But as of now, all DDPi cameras support OBD2 kit irrespective of the port. Like they might have a Type-C port, so they will support OBD2 kit. Even if they have a micro USB port, they do support a OBD2 kit. And the current Next Digitron lineup of cameras support the OBD2 kit. So all the cameras of DDPi and Next Digitron support OBD2 kit. 70mm cameras, they currently have a normal hardware kit. They probably will be getting a OBD2 kit pretty soon. I hope they do bring the OBD2 kit for 70mm cameras as well. So you can buy any of those cameras and it's going to support OBD, and you can use both the OBD for both front and the rear if you buy a dual channel camera like the N1 Dual or the Mola N3 Pro or the Z50, things like that. And maybe the upcoming model from Next Digitron, which again has a both front and rear, that is a dual channel cam. So that too will be supporting a OBD2 hardware kit. So I hope this answers your question, Sagar. So I hope you heard the answer, and if you did, do write down in the comments so that I get to know you got to know my answer. So currently I'm out on a weekend drive. Okay, Sagar says thanks a lot. Okay, thanks a lot, Sagar, for asking the question, and I'm happy to help, happy to answer your doubts. So currently I'm out on a weekend drive, on a Saturday morning drive, doing this live Q&A. So I'm planning on doing this again tomorrow morning. So guys, stay tuned to TravelTech, because Sunday morning again is going to be special. Well, not so early, maybe by Sunday afternoon I'll be doing another Q&A. So you can plan out, you can have any questions, you can ask them tomorrow too. And since this is my first Q&A, I think this has been really exciting, and this has been a really good way of connecting with the people who follow my channel, who are subscribers of my channel. And of course, I think it's a really good way for even you guys to connect with me and ask me questions straight away on the live Q&A. So of course I'll be improving on this since this is my first experience, and do tell me how this live Q&A is, what can be improved in this. Is the audio properly audible? Is the video quality good enough? So do tell me about that in the comments. If somebody can tell me that, it's going to be very helpful. so that I can improve upon this live Q&A in the next session. So you can ask me a lot more questions in that as well. So how's the Saturday morning going on for all of you? So are you guys having any holiday today, or it's a work day? Can you write that down so like I can get to know what's going on with you guys? What are your plans for the weekend? Any special plans, or you guys are gonna just stay at home? And what cameras have you bought in this Amazon sale? Have you bought any, or you already have any of those interesting dash cameras, or you bought any other of the other cool interesting car accessory stuff this Amazon sale? I've been making out a lot of videos on things you can buy on this Amazon sale. So have you bought anything? Have you bought any of those interesting car accessories or dash cameras? Okay, so Alok Acharya, he says, hello, what do you think? Is 64 GB enough for a dash cam? Good question, Alok. I had the same doubt when I started out with having new dash cameras. So is 64 GB enough? I should say it depends on the dash camera. So if you're having a full HD dash camera, 1080p full HD dash camera, 64 GB might be sufficient. Maybe it will give you a footage for a day or two. If you have a 4K camera, which is going to take up a lot of space compared to a full HD camera, 64 GB will definitely not be enough. So based on the camera, you should decide the amount of micro SD card storage which you want to use. And the startup cameras, the like budget cameras which are 1080p 1296p cameras, 64 GB and up to 128 GB should suffice, and should give you a decent amount of videos, a decent amount of duration of videos for that storage. But I always prefer and I always recommend that you buy the highest possible storage so that you get a lot of video duration recorded. So as far as possible, buy a memory card which has the highest memory storage so that you get a longer duration of videos written. So I think Alok, I have answered your question, and I hope this has helped. So I'm finally closing the live Q&A session because I got some things to do. I got some work to do now, and even the connection is not so stable right here. So guys, thank you. I mean to say, thank you for being with me on my first Q&A. So this has been very exciting, this has been very interesting, and I plan on doing this pretty soon again, maybe tomorrow. So I hope I have answered the questions of everybody satisfactorily and you got the right answer to your questions. Thank you for being with me in this live Q&A, and hoping to do this again pretty soon. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next live Q&A. Have a really good day.